G'day everybody, in this video, Simon, Kai and myself are going to go on herp central western New South Wales. So this was a little trip that we had planned for a little while now, and I know that Simon and Kai in particular were really ready and raring to go out there, and yeah, I got asked to tag along, and I'm so grateful that I was asked to tag along because we had an absolute ball of a time. So this is going to be probably a 3-part series over a weekend of herping, so it wasn't a particularly long time that we were away, but there was just so much that happened and so many animals that we saw. So I'm just going to kind of bring you guys along for the full ride. The herping, the camping, the car ride, the everything, you know, just a bit of the general chit chat and stuff. So I want to give you guys kind of like the full feel of what it's like to be on one of these herp trips. But stick around for this video because I reckon you'll really enjoy it. And don't forget that there'll be more on the way too. I feel like I'm packing a little bit heavy for this trip as well. Got a fair bit of gear that I'm actually taking with me on this trip. A lot of camera gear. I've got my gimbal, got my tripod, got drones, got bloody all sorts. Got a big bag of food down there. Actually going to try to do a half decent cook up on a herp trip, which might be a bit of an interesting one just because I've never done that before. Usually I've been kind of bare bones basics. I've got a big water bottle there as well as a couple of water bottles in this bag as well as camera gear and stuff. So this bag here, this is actually my work bag. I've got my extra light sleeping bag in there. It shouldn't be getting too cold, but at the same time, I do want to stay warm if needed. So that's a 1.1 kilo sleeping bag, real lightweight. That's rated down to 5 degrees. In here as well, I've also got a hammock and tarp set up, which I'm really hoping to use both nights, just because I've never actually camped up in a hammock before, and I've got this really cool hammock that I really enjoy. And I am taking the swag just in case there happens to be not any worthy trees or anything like that. I don't want to be left out in the cold. Also in this bag, I've also got a bunch of cooking equipment and stuff like that. So I've got all that gear in there, clothes, you know, like a safety kit, got toilet paper and stuff like that. You know, the kind of essentials that, you know, if you are out in the bush and you need to go, you need to go. Yeah, just all that sort of basic stuff in that bag there. Of course, I've got my hat. Got to have a good trusty Oedura to go out in the bush. And yeah. New pair of boots that I got for work, may as well go and wear them in. So I thought that'd be a good idea to take them out on this trip because the old pair are done and dusted. They've seen the NT too many times and wanted to pack it in. I've also got down in this poster tube, I've actually got a from Bush to Box image for Michael, one of Kai's mates from down south, who they're going to see each other after this trip. So I thought I'd give that to Kai to look after until the end of this trip. And I've also got my DSLR in this bag here as well, so I can try to get some more background shots for from Bush to Box, which would be really cool because I haven't been up to northwestern New South Wales before, so this is going to be a new area for me. A whole bunch of different reptiles that I really want to see, including Strophurus williamsi, which I'm super excited about because apparently you can see those guys pretty easily. Crucifix frogs or crucifix toads, really keen to see those. Spotted black snakes, I'd be stinging to see a spotted black snake. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff out there that I just reckon will be super interesting and really looking forward to see. Well, without any further ado, I'm going to cart all this stuff out the front to meet the guys. And yeah, we'll go from there and jump in the car and get on this trip, hey? Certainly keen to see strophs.
I just want to see birds. Little
birds?
Wrens. Get out of the car, Simon.
Leave you with the mines. Be picked up by a farmer or something out here, mate, for you to work.
With the geckos, crucifix frogs, and any of the snakes, I'm on board. So.
Oh, crucifix frogs is a massive one for me as well.
Anything out here is new, so I'm pretty easy. Yeah, that elegant velvet gecko is like the biggest thing.
That's a major tick for you.
Yeah. For there anyway.
I think spotted blacks, that'd be an awesome one for tick. I love black snakes.
Yeah. That'd be geckos for you, won't it, Luke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Devia's got a few, so...
Yeah, I'd be really keen for Devia's. Yeah, they're pretty high on my list. High and coral snakes. Oh yeah, coral. Beautiful little things, eh?
That'd be mad. I'm keen for anything. I'm just keen to see like a stack of animals, hopefully, and hopefully it's not too flooded out there, that we're pretty safe.
Hopefully. I should have brought my surfboard just in case.
Strap some kayaks to the basket.
I've got the kayaks at home, should have brought them along. Could you imagine just paddling and just seeing all the snakes you're after just swimming past?
They'd be trying to hop in the kayak with you. Oh, land.
Make it easier to find, won't it?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Really naturalistic shots off the peak of the kayak, just right there on the end.
Been seeing a few dead animals on this trip so far, but unfortunately we've seen this big Lacey and pulled over to have a bit of a look at it because it's still pretty intact. Must have just been clipped on its snout, hey?
Yeah, I've had a plenty like that. Worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There's one at
Its toes destroyed as well.
So we're probably about an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes out of where we're going to be camping tonight. And we're just kind of cruising this road. We just saw a dead eastern brown snake on the way out, but this little girl is just sitting out basking. It's a beautiful barbata, gorgeous little animal, bit lighter in colour because we're a bit further west now. We believe she's gravid, so I'm just trying to be real gentle with her and stuff as well, just because I believe there's some eggs in there. It makes sense as to why she's out basking of an evening, or coming into evening. Oh, I'll just put her down here for a sec. The boys are going to gear up and take some photos of her and stuff, but this is absolutely cool. She was just out here on this road. You can see how green the grass is, obviously with all the rain and everything that we've had happen. Simon's gearing up with his camera now to take some photos. But it makes sense why she's out here. I mean, there's so much grass here, so that means there'd be tons of insects. Obviously the road being super, super warm would be fantastic for her to be incubating those eggs inside of her. Keeping her nice and toasty. What a gorgeous little lizard. Whole lot of nothing out here. We arrived to our first campsite on the first night at pretty much dusk. The sun was just about down, so I was determined to quickly throw the hammock up so we could get out on the road and go herping. This particular setup is an Alton Goods hammock, and I've also got a bug net that attaches to a rope, as well as a lightweight tarp that I got off eBay. It's just a 3x3 metre tarp, and this is just enough to just kind of keep the sun off you as well as the rain. This was the first time that I've actually ever used a hammock to camp in. I quite enjoyed it, to be quite frank. I thought it was quite cosy. That being said, I do think that the swags are a little bit easier to roll out and kind of get prepped. But in saying that as well, this was something different. I wanted to try it, and I reckon it made for a pretty interesting camp. So I don't have anything fancy for dinner tonight. Just gonna have a can of soup. I think Kai's cooking up some sausages and snags and stuff. But this is gonna do me just fine. It's actually started raining, so I'm glad that I brought the tarp out for the hammock setup. So first night using this setup, it's gonna be a little bit interesting. This is starting to warm up now, which is good. Just one of those little Ferno cookers, so you can really pump some heat through them if you need to. Just going to keep cooking this away. Going to enjoy a beer, nice pale ale. Then we're going to get out on the road and see if we can find some geckos and things, which will be good. Oh, and I do need to inflate my pillow actually as well. I don't want to get back here at God knows what hour and try to find that. Hopefully this rain backs off a little bit. I'll just have to see how we go. Well, while my soup's cooking away and I'm enjoying this beer, I'll just quickly show you this little camp setup. So essentially I've just got this eBay tarp over the top of an Alton Goods hammock and bug net. So this is what I'm going to be enjoying later tonight. And I've just got my sleeping bag and my pillow in there, well and truly off the ground and away from leeches. But yeah, let's go see what the other boys are doing, because I think my dinner's just about cooked through. So noodles and snags for you. What do you got, Kai? You just got snags, bread rolls and coleslaw? Mm-hmm. That's a good mix. It all sounds actually a bit better than my soup, to be honest.
Yep.
Some form of pobblebonk. Cute little bugger.
You can hear him calling.
Yeah, that's definitely a pobblebonk, yeah.
Funny as Frog Day week or something. These ones cool, I like this one.
Oh, that road.
It's warm.
Oh, it's snaky goes.
Sweet. That is a cool frog.
That's a mad little frog. What? 2 minutes in the drive, 2 frogs. Right, Joe?
Just looking on it.
You got enough lights on your car, Kai? I didn't realise you had the one on top. cruising around after that little frog. Wait, I think I got another one. What do we got here? A little banjo frog. Little guys, hey? Frogs are out in force.
Yeah, that's just another banjo.
Just another banjo.
Just another banjo.
They're just like a giant burrowing frog.
They're beautiful, eh? Yeah, they do look very similar.
Except they can actually jump.
It's either that or it's a salmon striped frog because they've got that line
Right down the body.
right down the thing, but I'm not impressed with frogs.
Well, they're right, to be honest.
So frog rich out here.
So much steam just coming off that asphalt at the moment. After that little light shower.
Another frog.
Another frog.
That's another salmon stripe.
I have a feeling we're going to be stopping for a few of those tonight.
Yeah, I
At
know.
least to try to avoid them. So we're in a spot now looking for Oedura Elegans. Hoping to get lucky and see an individual. Maybe tick off Strophurus williamsi on the way. If not, we'll keep cruising tonight, but it does look pretty strophy where we are. But yeah, Kai's really wanted to tick this velvet gecko off. Spending some time climbing down this little rock face. No reptiles as of yet, hey. We haven't got one tonight.
It's a lot of frogs.
Apart from the beady, which wasn't really tonight. Yeah, lots of frogs. Lots and lots of frogs.
Roos and wallaroos. You might have heard a bandicoot or something like that going off earlier.
Something's dropping poos here.
A lot of beetles.
Lots of beetles.
I came a long way to see a Bandy.
This is the smallest one I've ever seen. Holy shit.
I guess I did ask if there's an option, eh?
Yeah.
You did say earlier, didn't you, in the car?
It was just those kind of temps, hey, with that rain before.
That's like as thick as my shoelace.
That is nuts. I was thinking it was shoelace because I was like,
That's mental. It's tiny, hey?
That's a stunner of a little snake, hey? We're talking like 200?
Maybe 250 mil? Maybe.
Probably-
Oh, not even.
220.
Yeah.
So my hand span's 200 on the dot. That's wicked.
That's insane. He's tiny. Absolutely tiny. Oh well, at least there's a first reptile for our night. Done a bit of searching already.
wicked. I'm stoked because I haven't got one this season.
Yeah, I think that's my first for the season. They're still the same species here though, aren't they?
Yeah, and your ladder.
It is. Give him another tickle.
Sick.
focus. Oh, I can't get his head in focus.
That's a shot. Oh, I'm stoked with that.
Oh, it's beautiful. It almost looks like the whole photo is black and white.
Yeah. Wow, I like that. And look at his tongue. Yep.
Sick.
How cool. I don't know about you guys, I'm stoked.
He's so tiny, that's what I can't get over.
I was like, is that a Bandy Bandy?
Just a few buggers starting to get their way out. Just battered this big ass moth straight off me as we were getting into the car. There you go, first Stroff for the trip. Beautiful little williamsi. So keen to see these little guys out here. Just road cruised up on him. It's been a really oddly slow night, hey?
Yeah, very.
We've got a big thunderstorm starting to roll in on top of us. What a stunning little gecko.
Beautiful.
It's nice.
Rain's definitely coming down now. Road temp, well, what was the car saying? 27 degrees.
27, yeah.
It jumped up from 20 degrees from where we found the Bandy to 27 apparently. Rumbling thunder in the distance. Simon and Kai are just taking photos of this little williamsi propped up in this tree.
Side you're on.
That's much cooler because it doesn't have that little branch in the way.
A bit of green behind.
That's some focus.
Yeah.
Mad.
What do you reckon, gravid females? Oh, a cat.
Fucking hell, check that out.
You can tell you keep geckos.
It's not the geckos that train me, that's the small monitors. This little one appears to probably be a gravid female. Out basking on the road. Might see a few of these guys now. Try to find her somewhere a bit nicer to go and hang out, I reckon. Keep her a bit safer. So this is williamsi number 4, little male sitting in the middle of the road and smashed by bugs. Cute little bugger. Stunning geckos. williamsi number 5. Kai's promised me 10, so we're up to halfway point.
Not much diversity in the reptiles tonight, but I'm not going to complain because I'm a bit of a Stroff nerd, so it's good to see these little geckos out and about. In good numbers too. Motor, hey.
Blue now.
It bit ya?
Yeah.
That's wicked. Bite him again. Bite him again.
Chased me and bit me on the ankle.
Number 6. Alright, Kai, 4 more and then I'm pretty much done for this trip. You can just take me home. Strophurus williamsi. Man, this is like a massive tick for me. Absolutely massive, because I do actually have them up there as well. So, you know, being able to go out in the field and actually see animals that you own at home, be able to see the environment that they come from, see what they're doing in that environment. Like, to me, this is what herping is all about, is to be able to actually be able to witness these guys and see what they're doing in the wild, see what they're hanging around in, and see what you can do to maybe better your captive keeping at home. We got very lucky on this trip. I was able to see a stack of these geckos, so I was absolutely thrilled to be able to see these guys. Talking about species ticks, Oedura elegans was the one species that Kai really wanted to see on this trip, and you can hear it in his voice. He's just so thrilled to be able to see this gecko and be able to photograph it and spend a little bit of time enjoying the animal for what it is. For me, I get a massive kick off actually seeing anybody kind of get an animal that they want to see so bad. I think, you know, it's just part of the fun to be able to enjoy that. I got to see that with Luke and the OP in the territory and Tyson and the Mertens water monitors. Yeah, like that's just like half the fun, is be able to see other people enjoy what they want to enjoy.
Yes! Oh, I'm stoked.
Kai just thought that was another Stroff being number 7. You got your Oedura elegans.
Fuck yes.
That is.
Sorry for my language. Wow, it's male. Wow, look how pretty it is.
The pattern's got a little
Yeah,
frown face on the back of its head.
Beautiful dots down it.
That's incredible.
Oh my god.
That is a cool gecko.
Wow.
Original tail too, by the looks of it. What
Yeah,
were we
it's
saying?
gonna be
22
closer.
degrees.
That's I was just saying, I reckon there'll be animals on the move now. We're starting seeing heaps of more geckos.
I was going to be close, but that one's bigger than the rest that we've seen.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm freaking stoked. I was so worried I wasn't going to get one.
After the walk, hey, you're like,
Oh, where is it?
I'm incredibly excited to see this, but at the same time, I'm more excited that you get to see it, Kai.
I'm stoked
'Cause I
on
know how much
Kai's reaction.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not like this is the first time I properly look for him, but
So this is one of Kai's biggest ticks for the trip. This is why we stopped in this particular spot tonight, is to be able to try to find this little gecko.
they're a lot prettier than I thought, eh?
It's really bright. Really, really bright. So you were saying they were described in 2019, so they're only newly split. What are they split from? Cincta.
Monoliths, I think.
Monolith. That
think.
pattern on its back's crazy. Hey, that does actually look like an indigenous painting almost on its back.
That's incredible.
What a cool bloody gecko.
A boomerang on the back of the neck too.
Yeah.
Little male too.
Go on, Simon. We're
Number
training now to
7.
keep geckos. But I think.
I've already got it.
Yeah, I already got it. Male. Yeah.
Yep, well done. You'll be a gecko section guru in no time.
Put that on my resume.
See you, buddy. Stay off the road. Number 8. I love how they run when they're on the flat. They just look goofy.
That's right. There it is. Alright. So if this is an ant nest.
Potentially. You're getting your eye right in for it now, hey? What's that, number 9?
Way to learn it, yeah.
Number 9. Another girl out on the road. I think there's only been a few boys, hey? What, 3 boys?
2 of them. It is that time of year.
Yep.
Love is in the air.
Love is in the straws. That's a stunning. Wow! Yellow in its head.
Alrighty guys, I really hope you did enjoy this video. As I said earlier, don't forget to subscribe and tune in for future videos because we do have another 2 parts of this particular herp series coming out. And if you do want to support the channel, the best way you can do that is by subscribing to the YouTube channel, dropping comments and liking the videos down below. And if you did want to give that little bit of extra support, you can go and get yourself some merchandise from Teespring, and you could also go and check out Patreon as well if you want early access to videos and more. Alrighty guys, without any further ado, I'll see you on the next video, and I'll give you a little taste of what's to come.